Good morning, Swirly Nation. And welcome back to the Mentor Civic Center for Game 3 of the 2022-2023 season for your Pittsburgh Pens Elite. Today's matchup is going to have your Pens taking on, for the second time in 3 games, the Long Island Gulls. Pittsburgh and Long Island played in the first game of the season less than 24 hours ago. A 9-1 victory for the Pens Elite, a good way to start the season. We saw a lot of great things in that game, including some good goaltending from William Hanner. Preston Clutter will get the start today, I understand. And some spread out goal scoring as far as 4 scores, but Jack Reel, an absolute rocket of a game, 5 goals in that one for the Penguins. The Penguins come into the game 1-1. They lost the nightcap last night in a 3-2 game with a last-second stop on a one-timer for the Oakland Grizzlies to maintain that 3-2 lead advantage and take the Pens down in their second game of the season. So we're back at it with Long Island. We'll cap the weekend off later on today with the undefeated Philly Hockey Club. They just took down the Oakland Junior Grizzlies a few moments ago by a score of 4-3. I'm joined once again by big number 20, Colby Armstrong, in the booth. Colby, what did you think of the first day of the season?
Good. It was awesome. It's great to be back in the rink, and I think all the dads would say it's great to be in the hotel conference room for a eventful, long dad conversation where we plan and go over things as we do, but some great hockey. I think we saw this team, Pens team, looking fairly organized. Their structure, their D-zone, breakouts, execution. The level that I think to start the season, I think is fairly nice to see, considering the development they will undertake throughout the year. So I'm looking forward to these 2 games. I know we saw Philly, who I don't know if everyone was kind of looking at them coming into this weekend and going, oh, we better be ready, but they've definitely put a stamp on this weekend who will play next. See the Gulls here who will look for some payback as the Pens kind of took it to them yesterday afternoon.
I would expect this to be the Gulls' best game of the weekend. It's a second shot at the Penguins, so some familiarity there. They came off 2 pretty rough ones yesterday as Philly Hockey Club handed them a pretty lopsided loss as well. Got a great coach, Jeff Conroy. His son Jake, their big center, big number 44. Good guy. I know he's going to make some adjustments. I actually talked to him before the game. He said he's
got
some
the scoops?
Oh, yeah. We had a little visiting coaches interview. So I got a chance to talk to Jeff. He wouldn't go on the microphone. Wouldn't let me record it, but I think they've made some adjustments. I think he's trying to build the confidence level of his team. So right now they're looking for one play at a time, one play at a time, one play at a time. That's what they're going to focus on every single shift. He has these boys focused on win your next shift, and I think that's exactly what the Penguins need to do here as well.
Yeah, and I think some feelings were hurt last night. A hard-fought game by the Penguins also, so they've got something to play for and something to strive for today with their game. I don't know so much individually, but definitely keep building on that team aspect that we're seeing, the puck movement, the support, style of play that I think they're looking to get into this year more so. So, I think both teams, that mentality to get back, jump back on the horse, coming off a loss, find that recipe that really works. Is Gofterhide and Phil Yaji, right? They do handshake thingy here. Okay. Floppy, I don't know if they can that. It's like they command it, but very big. The Chul, Jeremy.
Like burgers in the bathroom. On the road.
Yeah, and
McDonald's.
Exactly. Yeah. So Jake Hanner told me yesterday after the game he found a cheeseburger in his car and ate it. I was like, what?
Nice.
Probably nice and warm. Hot day yesterday. We got another beautiful day today as we're
Wonder what gut enzymes it requires.
It takes a lot.
All these probiotic commercials, do this, do
the
that.
old iron gut Hanner.
Oof.
Old iron gut Hanner. Gotta hand it to him. I mean, when you get a growl on and you're hungry, it doesn't matter. You reach down under that seat, whatever's down there, you just throw it down the boiler.
I found a banana in my back seat that I think was from the Paleolithic era that my kids left in the door half eaten. I'm like, this
What
is
is it in the
awful.
door from your kids? Oh my God, you can see our car.
All right, well, we are underway. Starting lineup for your Penguins, as mentioned before, donning the gold pads. Number 29 in net, Preston Clutter. On defense, 88, Brennan Kaminsky, and another double-digit 77, Jake Starr. Up front at the left wing, we've got Brody Carter. The right wing is Dylan Hartman. And your center, number 10, Luca Filiaggi. Balls, one shift at a time, they're down into the corner. Behind the Penguins' net. Working the puck out to the middle, looking for a shot. Fanned on, it'll be swiped away by Filiaggi. He's able to work it to the outside to Hartman. Penguins getting an early, quick change here as Hartman's rubbed out along the boards. Physicality was permitted all day yesterday. So expect more of that. I don't think the Pens have a problem with it one bit. Evans on the pressure, knocking the puck away from Conroy. Evans getting there, tapped up in the air, and he'll force it further down the wall. Keeping in on the forecheck as it'll bounce off the hand of Hartman into the Gulls bench. But the second or third time it could have gone in the Gulls bench, and the third time's a charge. Be a draw outside of the Gulls zone. Austin Wu over the face-off dot. Referee very concerned with face-off alignment. It might be a USA Hockey focal point this season as Real lost one towards the cage that's gloved and stopped.
Tops already here off of a 5 goal. The afternoon.
This one comes free. He pops free to the middle this time. Crisscrossing with Evans. Shot comes in. It's down low. It's stopped. Rebound swiped away from Wu. Evans will get in on the forecheck. Followed on by Real. Good puck support by the Pens. Centering pass. He was looking for Wu. It bounced off a stick. Second time's a charm as Wu sends one screaming wide to the cage. It'll be the Gulls to it first. And they do a good job of reversing, staying calm and keeping control. But the Penguins with that F1 forecheck of Wu, able to get on the puck, force the turnover at center. It'll be Real turning it into the zone. He finds Evans. Evans cuts to the outside, fires one. Great stick on puck block as the puck skips up high into the netting and behind the cage. And we get a stop in play. 13:20 to play. It'll be an offensive zone draw to the right. The Gulls goal. Harris with Armstrong. Gaji in the middle. Julius and Kaminsky. As Kaminsky's unable to keep it at the blue line and then shoot. Gulls bench. I think he scored on the Might Nets over there.
Filiaggi down in that. And if you couple attempts where the kids are trying to really go after him. Hit with a puck the other day.
Balls into the corner. Kaminsky there to battle. Followed on again. Good puck support by the Pens to win the battle. Over to Armstrong. His pass for Filiaggi a bit behind it, but it'll be taken in by Julius. Julius sends a bouncing puck out the center that's tracked by Harris. Now Armstrong. Battle along the wall right in front of us. Harris working. Julius digs it out. He'll turn to protect the puck, wedging it back up the wall. Will kick off of a skate out to the middle, and the Gulls will try to break into the Penguin zone now. Filiaggi with the puck pressure forces an offsides at the blue line, and we'll get a face-off there.
One thing I'd like to see today, and I think we see it in spurts, Jeremy, is get low in the offensive zone. You know, working it low to high to the D. We're not just throwing it and getting it and think we have to take it to the net right away. I mean, if it's there, do it, but you know, we've seen some opportunities even early in the game here where Real found Wu slot for that little bang-bang play. Look for that just a little bit more.
Behind the net, and this is where Philly Hockey Club has shown their ability.
Oh, yeah, they've played good.
As it's rimmed up the wall, it'll skip just over Starr's stick. Off sides that the Gulls enter, they don't. Wu will pick it up and
that's where I hate this
anyway.
rule. That's where I hate this.
I don't know how that was. Wu picked it up.
I went in before the box, so get the idea. But this is
poke check by Villela. Up the wall for Hartman. He chops it by. He's chasing it down, and it'll be an icing.
stop and go play here.
Yeah, 3 minutes in, it felt like about 10. Face off to come to the right of Clutter. Yaji. Real able to get to it. Chips it by. He's got Evans. If he sees him, he taps it over to him. Evans in. Firing, and he finds the back of the cage. A beautiful dish from Jack Reel has Cameron Evans finding the blocker side. And put some fries on your sandwich, folks. That's a Pittsburgh goal. With 11:53 to play, the Penguins take a 1-0 lead. It's Reel to Evans.
Wasn't anything really fancy. I mean, real great job. Understand the deep, pinching down the wall, just a little chip, get onto the puck, deep little foot race, and then just another little chip just to Evans with speed and sends him in all alone. And sometimes you tuck those toe drags in your back pocket and just make those little plays.
Off the ride with the puck now. As the Pens come out of their zone, he's got Reel. He'll find him. Reel turns, fires, and he'll go off the bar and in. Jack Reel.
That's perfectly executed off the rush play. Little pop pass to support. 10 feet off his hip was Reel. He had an option to pass as well, and instead it's just a pinpoint shot. We're in the perfect situation here. That thing just rip, low blocker.
A real deal, Jack Reel off the pipe. He put it in literally the perfect spot, just over the pad. Blocker side. Maybe he caught the goalie leaning a bit. What a read by Reel on the bump pass by Ofterhide. Pens are up a pair. Will come outside of the Gulls zone. 11:11 to play. This is when Jack Reel needs to score. Ooh. A D-to-D play by Kaminsky. He's picked off into the zone. Come the Gulls. Clutter there with the stick to play it out.
Oh!
And then falling down backwards, able to get the back of his pad on the stick, or on the puck, as the Gulls were able to fire it towards the net. Pens get it back into this end. It'll be Paris centering one. It'll come off the goalie's stick, bounce just wide of Wu's stick, and the Gulls are back into the Penguins' end with a dump and chase action here. It'll come off the side of the cage. Jake Starr will pick it up with speed, finding Armstrong. A great touch pass there to Wu. Wu up ice into the offensive end, around one. He's got Paris going to the net. He opts to shoot, and that shot right into the glove hand side to be covered by the Gulls goalie. He had Paris open on that backside there.
Great Rico play, Starr, Armstrong to Wu, and straight up ice. In a matter of seconds, they were in on the hunt offensively. You're right, I think a little lateral pass would have done the trick. Find a gaping net for Paris back door. Good back check here by Hartman.
Hartman will come away with it. The newest Penguin weaves inside of one. He's hauled down on the play, still gets the shot off. And we're going to get a hold, I believe, on the big defenseman, 97, 90.
Parents are just blowing money on skate. Now into the adult sizes, that's an extra $450. Cruz is on the brink. Size 6.5. Grows anymore. I'm up to, $1,100, $1,200 a pair.
So, if you just start shrinking his feet, that might help.
I'm gonna start putting them in those wood boxes that you hear about. Shape them.
Filiaggi breaking through center, has some room, twists and turns to the corner for Carter. Carter centers one. That's off a Gall stick, and they'll be chopping it back out the center. Be Kaminsky. They'll have Hartman finding it. Hartman over the line, centering to Filiaggi. Filiaggi knocked down, but Hartman following on. He's got Evans with him, and there it is! An absolute filthy dish by Dylan Hartman. And it's a dipsy doodle dunkaroo for 43 Evans on the back door. What a feed. Dylan Hartman following up. Filiaggi at the puck, cut to the middle, got knocked down. Dylan cuts behind him in support, picks it up, drives the outside, crawls the defender, and feeds the backside for a gaping net.
That was a power play goal, Jeremy. And it was just almost like disaster after, like, we almost had 3 guys run into each other, avoid each other. Hartman really is like a little cannonball out there as he just rams through everywhere. He draws the penalty and then sets up an awesome goal with Cam backdoor, just found his way to the net.
That's one of the little things, like when it's not going your way, be in that support position.
Yep.
Get closer to the puck, not further. He was able to pick it up in stride.
Second goal for Evans. For real.
Ofterhide to start a reel, looking for Wu. Wu will pick it up. Got Evans. Evans will leave it go to Ofterhide. Wonder if that was a communication play there. If so, nice job as Ofterhide then tries to wind it down the wall. There's the big defenseman from Long Island to ice the puck. And we'll head back to the Long Island. Quick changes here. Penguins are keeping the legs fresh, knowing 2 games today. Balls with the puck in the corner, banked off the boards. Star at the point. Past him, it'll be Filiaggi at center. Now, Ofterhide. It's some speed. He's got Filiaggi. Got Parrish behind him. He looks for Filiaggi. It's deflected by his stick. Parrish following on. Can't get control. The Gulls will clear back out the center where the Pens defense will regroup. And it's Ofterhide again, this time firing it in behind the net. Gulls rimming it around there. I apologize, guys. I do not have the Gull roster. Having some internet connectivity issues on my end. Pull the roster from truck outside. I believe our stream seems pretty good so far today, which is good. We did have to return the satellite dish to the top of the neighboring building as there was a high school football game last night, and they were going to cart Mr. Parrish to the local penitentiary if we did not. So, but I am having some connectivity and can't get the Gulls roster. So to all the great Long Island fans out there, I apologize. Without names on the back of the jerseys, and me without a roster in front of me. Not going to have too many of the names, but still going to be here to call the game. Speaking of, let's make sure 39 watching live around the globe, including our good friends in the great north, Canada, who we always like to welcome to our number 2 market, Canada. They're huge fans up there. We appreciate you guys joining us. Want to make sure you're also a subscriber as the puck's loose in front of the Gulls net, wiped away by the defense. If you're not a subscriber, if you hear me right now, watching live, watching replay, click the subscribe button. You see it right there on your YouTube. Click subscribe. Added just over 20 subscribers. Again, our goal was 50. So if you are a subscriber, also send out a text to a friend. Get them to watch the game right now. Turn it on. Right? And in the process, they'll hear me say, click subscribe. As the Gulls come into the zone. It's a 3-on-1, turn 3-on-2 by the back-checking Penguins, and the Gulls will set it up now in the offensive end.
Oh, did you see that right there? Wu was kind of the late guy coming in. It was a little bit disjointed, but he let Brody Carter get out and do his job instead of him going, and they kind of found their spot. So recognition going already early this year. Brody Carter, is he going to block another one? Oh, gee. Of course, he blocked, what did he block? A hat trick last game. He was limping all over the place. Filiaggi was last night after the game. Blocked his shot with his heel.
Digs it out in the corner. Hartman and Hart headed out the center. Also look to reach thrown blue. Red line and dumped in. No icing off the center. Tracked in by Kaminsky. Start the break. Up to Evans. Evans back to Kaminsky. Nice play there to first sides to Bill on the other side. Pressured. Up for Filiaggi. Filiaggi diving into the offense. Carries it wide. Evans on the center drive. Reel to the high slot. Filiaggi will carry it behind. Evans knocked down behind the net, gets back up. Is Filiaggi able to get it to Star? Star back to Filiaggi. Filiaggi looking to Reel. Reel tries to tap it to the corner. It's waved out of the air by the Gulls. Back they come. Star swipes at it, and it'll be an offside play. Action. Ends. Nothing. Balls in white jersey. Logo, big ball with a stick. I love it. Red shoulders, pants with red and white stripes, white socks with red and blue, and white helmet. Penguins in gold, gold uniform, gold jersey. A classic Penguin logo on the chest. Black striping. Black pants with gold stripes, gold socks with black stripes, and the iconic gold Pens Elite helmet. Jake Conroy in for Gulls, fires one in on net. Lutter takes a whack for ball crashing. Passing his pleasure for that. 29. We also want to make sure update. Penguins are still without number 5 David Merlot for the weekend. He has come to join the team here in the stands, cheering on his mates.
They want to give him another week, from what I understand, with that arm injury being this summer.
Got an upper body injury. Carter Shute, who I know is at home watching right now. Carter, thinking of you, bud. Keep healing. Healing. Your job's to heal right now. Those two out of the lineup for the Penguins. Everybody else in and healthy. Couple early season sorenesses in and healthy. Kids are finding bruises they didn't know they had. I know Cameron's like, Dad, what's this on my chest? I'm like, oh, that's probably from...
That's a chest hair, son.
No, we're not. I wish. As Wu streams into the offensive zone, and he finds that spot high blocker side. Similar to the first one by Evans, one by Reed.
Again, another nice little, in a regroup play, a little pop pass to support in the middle. And executing off transition. Like Reel over to Evans on that second Evans goal.
Harris with the bump there.
It might have been Harris to Armstrong. Little chip in.
Armstrong. Offense comes. Tries to go around the defender to order the puck. Back to the point.
I'd like to burn that toe drag move. Just absolutely throw it in a dumpster fire and burn it.
I threatened to break the toes off all of Cameron's sticks at one point in time. So I hear you.
You're on a 3-on-2 and your toe drag, you know? Oh well.
Off for the Pens, and talked a little college football yesterday, backyard. West Virginia.
Yeah, what
I'll
else
say
we
it
got?
as many times. NFL.
I
Are you a big
cannot
NFL
wait.
guy?
I cannot wait. I've actually, the wife and I are in the process of just getting the basement just secured, locked in, designed. You know, we're changed setups of the couches. It's all hopefully going to be in prime, NFL watch mode. Because what do we get now in the NFL? We get a Thursday night. What do we get? We get a Thursday, Sunday all day, and then a Monday. And then have they added a there's a little wraparound goal.
Wraparound goal for the Gulls. Getting it deep, the puck comes off of Clutter, and Conroy pick up the puck, wrap it around behind and tuck it in. Good zone entry. They had actually gone 0 down low at one time. Ben's deep, getting back on.
Not sure what happened to Clutter there. It was just kind of a bad angle shot, but he ended up on his stomach. I don't know if he was fishing for a rebound there, hoping he could get it, but Conway does grab it for the Gulls and come around the other side and wrap it in a wide open net.
Off-the-right. Tries to get in there with the body, but Reel able to swipe away his centering. Extra work going on here behind the play.
Gulls
The Gulls
seem to
have
have
made it
some
a
life here.
4-1 lead. Off-the-right
jump.
stands him up as they end the zone, and it's kept in by Long Island. And I think they're right back to that. Like our coach said, one shift at a time. Can't undo the 4. You can just go out and have your good next shift. Evans blocks a shot out high. Picked up by Wu. Wu's got Real. Real he could get around and he will. Comes free in a an odd play. I think it was actually technically off the Gulls stick, in on the glove of the Gulls. So big NFL guy, obviously. Now you'll watch all day Sunday.
I will just put in a shift. Multiple TVs.
You a fantasy guy?
Multiple TV. No, I can't get in the fan. I don't know enough about the sport to be a fantasy guy.
I gave it up years ago when it started getting complex. And I was in a league that wanted me to draft like 11 defensive. What?
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't
know
11
like maybe
defensive
one.
Like, can I have Aaron Donald 11 times?
Yeah.
And when it started being, I spent more time at that than my job. I gave it up about 10 years.
Well, that's what I hear. It's just absolute pain, right?
Yeah, all to win like $300. As the Pens work it, Armstrong to Paris. Back for Armstrong in the corner. Paris in support off the Armstrong. Saved that, and it'll Paris coming away with it. Trying to pull it around one. Now Filiaggi with the puck. Look to the point. Decided not to go that way, but it'll be forced that way by the Gulls. Shot from Villela in, bouncing puck. Covered in hell.
Good little shit. Work out of the corners, 8 out in front. Be active, Villela down the wall. Plays alive and pucks towards the net.
Off one, back to the point first. Back to the followed on by Hartman, and back comes Gulls. Our defender. Brown Star. 10 for Long Island. Puck taken away last second. Cleared by the Pens, but controlled by Long Island. In attempt is picked off, and now the Pens will be.
Does this sound crazy? I was thinking, like, where are we going for lunch? It's
I'll
early,
probably rock the double breakfast.
Oh, you're gonna do that move? A little brunch?
Well, I
The Jer Bears brunching on the long weekend. I don't mind that idea.
Yeah, a little brunch act, perhaps. But we'll see what the what 43 wants. That's really what decides.
Oh, what
everything.
doesn't he want? He'll have bacon.
He will too.
Loaded baked potato.
Yeah, we're after the game last night. What do you want to eat? But I'll have salmon and broccoli. I'm like, oh boy. I love that he Evans.
Got a expensive palate.
Remember, you can tweet us, tweet the booth. More than tweet. We have the Twitter. We also have the Instagram and the Facebook. As those of us over 40 today. But you can also just chat with us right here on YouTube, and we'll see your chats. Lots of cheers going on out there. Lots of let's go Pens. Nice shot of it. Questions. Evans out of the corner. Let it right there on the chat. Oh. Haji with the puck as sent back out this hornal sound. And period one will.
Now I can't stop thinking about brunch.
What's your like?
I do omelet, Western style omelet. I like to mix. I'm not a huge breakfast guy, but I will do the brunch because I like to mix some of the, a little prime rib on the plate, a little brekkie, prime rib.
How did we get our? Like you said, like the prime rib, walking down. And I get to the guy, and it's always like he knows to carve 2 slices, and I'm kind of still there, and he's like, "All right, give you the." charging going here. Princess Castle phone needs. That's Colby's phone, by the way. Castle.
I fell in top.
Little shout out from Liv.
And
Looking for a charge.
rocking the. Ah, that's a good.
Decked out. Yep.
Ah.
Gonna have our work cut out for us in the next game as we play Philly, and they have a massive sister cheering club. Noticed.
They have like
Absolutely.
organized chants.
Yeah, they're full blown going nuts. I love it.
Penguins, as in the other game, lines a little.
There you go. I like that. Switching sides. We talked about that last game. Get it in this nozzle here. You got to kick it out to the other air. See all the open ice here? Now we can get organized, come up together. You see the players overloading Jeremy.
Nice cut across by Carter, worked up the wall for Phil Hadji's run into it. Being off.
And keep advancing the puck, little chips, and you got guys coming with speed. We'll get there once we see it. It'll be nice to see. It'll be nice to watch the fluidity of play by doing that. As it keeps you organized, keeps your feet moving, flowing.
Left wing side. Harris on the opposite side of the goal, tied up behind the net.
Hartman
Maybe work to the
noticeable today.
outside.
Really noticeable all over the puck, skating, battling.
Back check. Ending the bump and shake action. Penguins collapse behind. Joel that well gets in front of the net. Picks up a man. Up for wiped away from Izzy. Tried to drag it on the back. Referee found something on the ice. He tossed it. What that was, a ball, a pom-pom from the top of a, I don't know. As Hartman works it up the outside for Field. Down low, off the goaltender, deflects it to the corner. There's Parrish over to get to. Along the wall, banking it. Field comes over. Parrish tries to bank it side of the goal. Aufderheide comes down into that corner. Hartman, good job, little things. Good job covering there. And now he's crashing down from that high D spot.
Exactly what you're
came
supposed
back.
to do.
What a play there. Penguins maintain control. He'll switch with Aufderheide this time. Harris follows on into. Kept in at the point by Hartman. Off the boards. Gathered in by Aufderheide. Got Parrish streaking through the net.
Oh.
He catches it. The forehand shot. Full splits. He's saved by the Gull goaltender. Here's Starr to the puck. Dislodging it for the real deal. As Jack Reel spins at the top of the zone, he'll switch with Aufderheide.
Oh.
Aufderheide just can't get control, and it's a potential 2-on-0. Starr on the back check. Aufderheide following behind as well. The shot in on Clutter. He kicks it to the outside, doing a great job coming out and cutting the angle there.
That was a great shift, though. The rotation, the movement, the offensive zone. Little hiccup at the blue line, and before that, everything they did was awesome.
Clutter needs like locked in a vault at Foxy. So gold clad.
Yeah.
Offside plays, the Pens are benches here. Offensive line. Side play. 11 play. In jumps on the face off
He was
early.
gone there. Rocket
It's
ship.
wiped away from him, and in come the Gulls. Their goal scorer drives in, shoots one off the glove of Clutter. He'll pick it up in behind. Back to the point for a shot. Comes off of Julius. Bouncing free, the Gulls get it through. Clutter equal to the task. Here's a slap shot. Clutter with the blocker, and then gets to the rebound to cover it up. Preston Clutter putting on a show. That deserves a sputtery trumpets right there. That was Evans. Oh. Gathered in Gulls spin it in front. Nice play, like a no-look pass. It just pick. Kaminsky will ride it to the wall. Evans with court pressure. It's played in behind by the Gulls. Back for the point. Pressured by Armstrong. Shot comes in, blocked by Evans. Evans go off the boards. Armstrong swiping through. He's got a 2-on-1 with Wu. They're in on an onside play. He'll look backside for the Wu. Hang up, but he is stopped. What a splitsies save on
The third
Wu.
one. The third splitsies. Gonna have angel hair past a groin after this game.
I pulled watching it. That's
Yeah,
not true. You ever hear John Daly? That's why he never off duty.
Can't pull fat, he
You
says.
can't pull fat.
It's a great line. That is true. Lipid strain.
A little lacrosse. Little lacrosse story. A bunch of dads together at a lacrosse field decided to pull out the old ball and see if they could chuck it over.
Oh no.
And the next day, dads got back together. All three of them who tried to chunk it over the fence are like dragging the right shoulder. Like I think I need surgery.
arm
I tore
braces.
something.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it was fantastic. Penguins with a forecheck pressure, but the Gulls able to handle it well and enter the Pens zone. A shot off the boot of Paris. And he get to the point, kept in. Dumped all the way to the corner. Battled for and won by Kaminsky. Another shot from the point. I think that was Brody Carter. And the Pens had 4 kids streaking up ice, but it stayed in the zone. Got in on the glove of Clutter. He knocks it down, can't hold on to it. It's all Gulls right now. Second period action. They really stepped it up at the end of the first, and they've taken it to the Pens here to start the second as a board from behind, and we're going to get another power play here. And Kaminsky able to control the emotions. Brody Carter got crunched along the wall. Referee called that one.
Yeah, and you could see what the chaos of running around a little bit does. You know, pretty calm and patient, letting guys do their jobs. Once you start racing around, trying to cover for everybody, one mistake to another mistake, and the Gulls able to take advantage and taking an offensive penalty. Not good, not great, but they made a lot happen on that shift, opposing the Penguins running around.
End up with a power play from the offensive zone penalty. Evans on the draw, work to the corner. Still coming away with it. By Harden, backside feed. There's Villela and another stop.
Great read by Villela to jump down in that soft spot.
This young man has like 5 just 10 bellers today.
Yeah.
As it's off of a ball forward, it'll be gathered by Evans at center ice over to Villela. Villela looking, well, he may have been looking off their high, gets chopped out of the air. .02 left on the power play. Penguins have Hartman head is Evan, Ofteride, and Villela. Evans, out to Hartman. Up. Oh. Cross ice feed picked off. Back come the Gulls shorthanded. Bank it off the boards. A nice chip play, no icing. And they'll pressure Villela now off their out. Back for Villela. The Pens try to control the puck. Hartman. Bouncing puck controlled by Evans. Back for Hartman. Cross for Ofteride into the zone. Evans with a center drive. Ofteride leaves the puck behind.
Heads up.
And it's wiped out into the stands. Pens really not able to kind of get control on that power play up at all. All change units.
Well, this is something we haven't really worked on at all this year, and you see it a little bit, just a little more efficiency on power play breakout, for example, or those setups in the offensive zone. That'll come.
Trying to go across to Kaminsky. Nice stick again. All penalty killing. Getting sticks on every pass. And now attacking Kaminsky at the blue line, forcing it all the way in. Only 15 seconds left on this relatively lackluster Penguin power play. Julius. Offensive zone. It'll Boo. Boo from the corner. Back for Armstrong. Stick lift by the defense. Yeah. It'll be brought back on by Long Island.
Penalty expires 5-on-5.
And a half to play. The Gulls getting life. Now they get a PK. That can be dangerous. The momentum. Here comes Harris. Around one. He's got Wu. Backside. He'll feed it to him, and it's just past the streak. Wu. He's had a number of great chances. He did snipe the one through. That's power from 78. Old. Harris will get to it. Sending it cross ice, looking for Armstrong. He picked off right off the bench, coming a call. Penn's able to still spin it back out to center. They're going to get a change, at least part of a change. Back in the zone is Kaminsky. Off the mitt of Wu. It's out to center. Evans with carrying by one through. Shooting. Great save again. And he tries to get his own rebounds off well by the defense. Covered by the goal. Got to stop it. Tied up on the draw, wins it back to Star. Star back for Evans. Evans in front. Nobody there. He will a second time off the skate of Filiaggi. Gathered in by Carter. His shot lifted high but blocked. Up the wall for Starzy. Starzy to the middle. Backs. Look for Evans on the backhand. Evans, good job using the body to get control of that one before it's swiped away by Long Island. They come up ice. There's a pick by Ofterhide. Getting it to Filiaggi. Carter follows on. Evans there in support. Pens can't get control though. The Gulls will now. The Pens will take it right back. It's Filiaggi plucking it out of this of Carter. Evans on the backside, centering one, and it just scripts wide of the cage. Evans on his backhand on a feed. Filiaggi. Carter will come back and keep it in at the half wall. He knocks it out of the air this time. A bouncing puck blocked and cleared to center by Long Island. Star picks it up. Didida off.
There it is. Right up.
Off the
There
up
we
to
go. Look at this.
Filiaggi.
Look at
Filiaggi
this.
into the middle. For
Oh,
Evans, it's a nice
that's
long
great.
stick defensive play there.
See the puck movement, the width of the ice, and using our speed and execution to get up ice. Lots to like right there.
Malella now. Indirect from Paris. It's icing. Dead. Come back to Penguin in.
Shout out to our coaches, Jeremy. Handle these kids and trip out here. Jeff Hannon and Al Verbeek working together. Verbeek running the forwards. Jeff Hannon, the bench boss. Sorry, Jason on the full defense here today, and NHL lineage, the other two, and Jason is
Good doctor.
dominating dentistry last 15, 20 years,
And is
and swinging a gate for
he's a
almost as many.
great guy, and I actually guess he out of my
Well, you were in
over
some
the
kind
summer.
of pain, weren't you?
I buzzed up to the office in early. Oh, it's Clutter. Banks it off the line. Able to get me in. Yank a chiclet
How's that
out.
going?
I
Is
was,
that
I was,
going
I
good?
was spitting out chiclets. I
You
guess.
were. There you go. Chicklets reference right there. How's the tooth now?
Oh, it's wonderful.
Amazing, eh?
Yeah. Well,
What did
I mean, the
people
tooth
do?
is most of it.
I mean, what did people do in the old days? I think back to Tom Hanks trapped on the island and he busts his tooth out with a skate blade.
Oh, yeah, that's
Like, I
terrible.
mean, that's what you had to do.
Penguins center Armstrong looking for Evans. It's knocked away from him. Kicked into the zone by the Gulls. They'll dump and chase. Star to it. Pens have taken back some momentum, and he's up for Wu. Can Wu get a step? They'll cut to the middle. Firing one across to Armstrong. Armstrong's shot blocked. In behind for Wu. Wu tries to spin it back to the point. It's off a defender right in front. Back for Wu.
Staying
He'll
on it.
chop at it, and he'll pop it by. The Penguins with a number of absolutely phenomenal. I would.
With it behind the net, kind of flipped it out front. It hit a skate. He jumped on it and then tipped it again and then stayed with it. And Herman goal by Austin Wu.
Intuitiveness there. Evans will bump it back to Wu and then drive. He'll hit Evans on the backhand and a toe save. It'll be back to Evans for a slapper.
Whoa!
Oh, an absolute missile from 43.
That was a little knockdown chop shot. He kind of gave a little off. He like baited high and went low. It looked like kind of. It had some heat on it though.
Dr. Evil may have wanted Sharks with, but that's a Penguin with a laser right there. Cameron Evans with the HT.
Doing it today. The salmon was the trick last night. Got a penalty here on the Pens off the foot. I don't know what happened. Do not see.
Others able to make the not cover
Cam
it up.
has a penalty.
Cam went straight at him. That's what they're going to call. That's a terrible call.
I don't know what happened.
Cam went straight forward into the.
You call
set,
interference? Is that what he's giving the signal for?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Center's tied up on the face-off, and Cam kind of spun into him. And he'll head to the sin bin, feeling a minute and a half ashamed.
Elverby talking to him around the glasses. Likely tell him don't worry about it. Oh, here we go. That's back door.
Filiaggi.
Here he is.
Streaks down.
There it
gets
is.
to Carter.
Brody, second goal of the weekend in his hometown.
The Hudson Hornet Lordy. Lordy, look who's shorty. The Penguins get a short-handed goal.
Great job by Filiaggi with the skills there, just pushing, plowing down to the goal line. Great job by Brody to read that. I thought he was going to cut in and try to take it from Filiaggi as they entered the zone, and instead elected to kind of wade in the weeds off that back door, and it just found its way to him. Filiaggi, and just enough to put it back through the 5-hole. Found the 5-hole on this guy now. Last 3 goals, it appears, is leaking through him, but you're going all the way across on him. He's going split skis. We've seen that.
Pop it into the Gulls zone. They'll bring it out, trying to set up the power. Often cross ice. Off the goal, off the right, battle alone. Corner it goes first, entering by the stick of Villela, wedged by Filiaggi, knocked out of the air by Carter with a hand. Round 1, he's got Filiaggi. Can we earn the favor here? Tries to backhand it across to him. Turned back the other way by the Gulls, and the Pens will look to change lines.
Offside.
And we have too many men.
Oh, we have offside, but I'm going to get away with it. Not see it. Offside call. All the way down.
That's a tough. Have to see it kind of happen.
Just awareness, I imagine, right? It just that was a schmozzle near the bench. Plays a bang bang, that thumb offside thing. So you're thinking I got to get the offside, and you're not paying attention to that. Got away with one, and no one else realized. I think. and Jason Julius, who was or
Harris knocked chopped off of the stick, but gathered it by Hill and Reel, hopping into the zone, trying to get around. Nice job there by that defender to keep his line and keep Reel behind him. Reel was carrying all kinds of speed. As Parrish swipes at it, can't get control. It's a potential 2-on-2, now turn on 3. Forced wide by Kaminsky. A backside feed tied up. The player is Dalton. We mentioned it when he did it earlier. Does it again here.
Oh.
Parrish tipping it out to center. If it gets by the booty, it's a potential 3-on-0, but instead it's an offside. 12. Action. Evans spot for the after his penalty, takes the draw. Often. Paul Hartman. Hartman. Again, we said his name 1,000 times here. Phasing left side. Leave high for doing that beat lap smack stick thing as they enter the zone. It looks like throws the puck carrier oftentimes, I think.
Yeah, I think a little.
Sent back in. Carr up to Evans. Evans unable to get it clean, but he'll stay with it and find Wu. Wu will tap it back to Evans now with gains the left side. Cutting into the middle. Tries to go around one. Taken away from him, but Wu there in great support. Working it to Evans in the corner. He'll chip it further for the center. Off of his skate. He was Armstrong in front. Armstrong with the angling back pressure able to kick the puck free. Now it's tossed in behind the Pens. A dump and chase, and the first one to the Gulls. Comes down the wall to break some things up. Played back out to center by the Pens. Into their zone, they'll dump and chase again. Are faking one way, picking it up, going the other. Evans, they'll work it up the half wall for a shot of hand side and out. 5 point Evan. 7-1 Pens. Back to the by Gaji. His pressure for Carter. Gaji up. Gaji still on the puck. Tries to feed it across the Paris and swiped away. It's a 2-on-1. Valella defending. Gets a stick on it, but it still comes through. They'll feed it back door to a yawning cage, and it just doesn't connect. And the Pens clear back to center for the pressure by Paris. Dump and chase again. Butter sets it up this time for now Valella. Tap to the middle. A wonderful breakout. It's 2-on-1 time for the Penguins. As time expires and the shot comes at the end, and hopefully that's not a minute and a half. It will not be. Horn blows. End period. Charging of all of their power on the drive out.
Yeah, they keep forgetting to charge their iPads.
We have Wi-Fi.
How are we not doing?
Why can't we just have like
Air
power in
powering?
You'd have to hold.
Just turn it to charging mode and it's. Stay tuned for your new mini Squirrel air chargers. We'll be putting those in the merch shop. Can we plug the merch shop right now?
Oh, buddy, why not? I mean, absolutely great stuff. Under Armours. Yeah, CCM hoodies.
All those fat dads out there with the Q-zips, all those Jack dads.
Yep.
Q-zips, huge.
I'm getting some. I know I'll have them. I can't wait. We've seen the merch all starting to pop up all around. Get out there, city.com up at the top. Take you to our friends at Squad Locker.
Hi, Bella, Pops, Anna, and Gramps.
Oh, Lucy saw that. She's jealous now. She wants to come say a few words.
Joined by the Armstrong ladies throughout this. Cheering on their brother on the ice. Hill knocks it out of the area, but edge it up looking through. It'll be a nice job by Real to maintain control, stay on side, and gain the zone here. All the way to the corner. Now the opposite. Coming out looking for Hartman crashing. On the half wall, the Gulls will battle. Able to knock it out, and it's a 2-on-1 here. Back checking by Starr.
Oh my
Conroy
goodness.
goes between the wickets.
Did he find that top corner? Holy.
Goes backhand to forehand and just fires a little up over. Between the wickets of the Penguins defenseman, picks it up on the and just posits it top corner. Make it 7-2. Now, if you're the Gulls coach, you're talking about winning a period here, right?
Have to.
On the bench, telling them like, "Hey, win a period. You're up 1-0 right now." Off the wall for Armstrong. Oh, Carter doing the old leg drag to stay onside. Down for Often. 9 for Armstrong. Armstrong looking in front for Carter.
Got there.
Top 3, Evans. Just a split second too late to that puck. He'll come out of the corner now. Tapping it over to Carter. His shot. Rebound there. Tapped that. The goalie looks like he's about ready to chase Cameron down the ice. And now he gets in the face of Armstrong.
Did he take a penalty here? I think
No, they're not
Yeah,
gonna call it.
they are.
On Armstrong?
Puck in the net after the whistle. Don't count, Drew. But
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Armstrong. And short-handed.
I mean, you could argue that.
Get a retaliation, but give goalies a little. Probably should. Sitting ducks back there sometimes with the
Complete lunatic.
having one in the house. I agree. You know,
Oh, get here. Nate,
hook up on the snap.
hook up. Yep.
Off for Carter. Ivalella now Often. Often right back to the point. Gets a little lucky there as it bounces over the stick. Pressured by Carter. He'll take it away. He's got a shorty already. I think he had the shorty. Yeah, that backdoor happy for Philly.
Yep.
Dumped back in, down behind, and Conroy. Ball's goal. That last one. Filthy. Nice centering feat by the defense. And Evans getting there no further than the point. But he steps in, blocks one. It stays in the zone, though. And another shot. This one blocked by the stick of Carter. Centering pass off of Evans. Wedged back to the point. And Evans will get it out to center. The Gulls into the zone.
Let's go Penguins!
Let's go Penguins. Right, as it's back to the point. Picked up. Gulls shooting. And the glove, an absolute filthy glove. A filthy glove. Gag. By trying that high short side shot again, this time on the power play. Oh man.
Get our security here at Sim. High as we like it, up by Chill. Dodgy here as well. On his brother, Luca. Armstrong girls, my daughters. Shout outs. Let's go Pens.
It's a family atmosphere
It's
here.
awesome. I should still think it upgraded a little bit.
Bobby in a tuxedo with a rope. Just a rope. No, nothing else,
Oh,
just
great
one
pass.
little rope.
Nice shot.
Enters, shot off the blocker. He'll track it down behind. Picked up there by Filiaggi. Got a stick in his arms. Back to Real. Stepping out, firing it cross creek. This is everything. We got a delayed penalty.
Hook on Filiaggi down in the corner. He had him lassoed, tangled up in his arms. And
Pens will head to a power. Pens is knocked off. Eiffel Tower, Brady Paris, off their eyed, and the Constellation Kid. A bouncing puck gets by Star the Blue. Pencil set up in their own end. Pressure from the Gulls. Off their end. Cross ice. On an onside play. Real great job pulling up, getting it to Paris, and the Pens will look set up here. His pass blocked as he's under pressure. Up to the wall for off their high. Able to nudge it back down to Paris, who sends it cross ice for the shot from Filiaggi. Rebound bouncing free in front. Paris can dig for it. He'll go to the corner where it's dug out, and it's past Star's stick again. Under pressure, he's able to snap it across to Ofterhide, who controls and finds Real. Real up the right. Wu unable to drag the foot there, and we'll have an offside play.
Great little shot. Found by the goaltender to see that play. Well, it's a quick bang bang shot. Read it and got over, got his chest on it. Center to the puck, kept his chest big. I like that little play though, hey? That little lateral pass play, if you can get and execute. Great opportunity.
Hartman centers. Backs it down along the wall. Cross ice. Lella. Off the stick of Carter to the corner. Picked up there. In behind for bump by Hartman. Ball as Wu gets control. Get a little space for his teammate. He'll come free to Hartman. Now Wu now following on Carter. Penguins good support. Carter with a pass across, and Hartman just couldn't get it off. And then I love it. He takes a second to top somebody before they can get out as the Gulls come back the other way. Power play over for the flightless Birds as Carter has it behind. Puck bouncing in front, push towards Clutter. Cut off by Villela. Ben's defenseman. Finds Wu on the backhand through the legs. And it'll be Dylan Hartman back to it. He needs rewarded with one.
A battering ram.
Real will pick it up at center. Hartman stuck in the end. He'll weave through the offensive zone. Too many men for the Gulls missed. The Penguins got away with one. Now the Gulls did. Shot high. Blocker side just misses. And Armstrong will get to the puck. Can't clear it out though, and it's all Gulls right now. Shot from a tough angle misses the cage. The Armstrong tracking it down, chopping at it. Can't get it clear through. Puck comes into the middle for a shot from Long Island as they've got control now. Out to the point. Evans tries to block it. It's dumped back to the corner instead for Starr. Starr controls to Armstrong. Armstrong looking for Evans. Off of a stick finds Real, but it's taken from him, and back comes Long Island. Cross ice feed disrupted from behind by the Pens winger. And he'll feed it all the way up to space for Armstrong. Tracking it down. He'll get to the puck before icing. Nice job there by Armstrong with speed. Real follows on in support. It'll be picked up by Evans. He cuts the middle. He's yanked down on the play. We're going to get a penalty. As Evans was tripped cutting to the middle. Pens will head to the power play. Kind of can opener. I don't think they know what player to put. Referees called the trip. Give it to 5. Five goes. And set up another power play. Unsponsored power play. If you'd like to be a part of broadcasting, at city.com, and look at that power play sponsorship, penalty kill sponsorship, broadcast sponsorship. Throw that logo up on the watching right now. talk about how great the company is, let us know.
Of course, what does that go to? Developing, possibly air charging. Aren't cheap.
Air charger, we got a green screen. Almost, the editing's almost. Got to get Austin care of. Try to get that done. Look for that to come. A player introduction. Work this. All goes right back to the broadcast and to our air charging venture capital fundraising campaign.
I think we're onto something here.
And power play tries to get set up. Great pressure by the Gulls on the PK, keeping him out. Balela now. In, dropping one. Harder, but he's covered, and it'll be back out to center. Ofter. Dancing to outside, weaving back to the. Fire you!
Wow.
What a pass to the stick of the Hudson Hornet. And
What
a
a-
one-time blast. Oh, baby, sausage and gravy. What a play on the power play goal by Carter. Got a power play. He's got a penalty, a shorty. We've got 7 minutes left. Can he pull off the Lemieux? He's got 3 more.
Why not? The way he's going today, and that's a hard shot. I mean, that's a tough crossbody bunt shot. Not easy, but he got all of it. Of course, his first goal to open up this weekend was also a cannon ripper from the slot. So better believe that Brian Carter has him down in the room. Carter resident. Ripping pucks, because that was ideal, exactly perfect. You see, like Ofterheide carries in the zone to set up that power play. Had been a little bit challenging up until that point, but you see how he kind of just uses the outside to have time and space, create and set up plays. It's 97, just absolutely wallpapers. And
Julius will get somebody
says-
back, and he's going to get called for it. We may get a second one as Kaminsky levels somebody. Nope, it'll just be Julius headed to the box.
A big hit. Couple big hits right.
Depends on the PK. Hartman will come off. Off their eye and Star with. Could be potentially the Pens could put out there. Paris. Shot streams wide of the net. Off their eye. Yanked down behind the play. And I mean, just a trip, no call. And the Gulls will stay on the power play with a backdoor feed. I think that's
What a great
HT
pass.
for 4-4. Great pass and a power play goal for Long Island. Make 8.
Ofterheide down behind the net as they kind of look to set it up. Just a little bit of patience by the player who picked up the puck down low. Ended up making that pass. Kind of froze all the killers. They didn't know what to do. Ofterheide unable to get back to net front in time to cut that pass down. Great tape-to-tape pass. Love to see those kinds of thinking plays, young players.
Back out the center. There. Tries for Carter. Turned back in by Long Island. Corner in. Tries to rim it around. Kind of fans on the backhand there. Gulls had 2 players in front with no one covering. A slap shot comes in from the point. They'll kick it back in front. Or in front of the net. Plucked out by Long Island. Shot blocked by Carter. Picked up by Evans. He's hooked from behind as it puck rolls off his stick. That's the kind of stuff. The stick's up in the hand. You got called at all levels of hockey. The trip behind the net, you know, I'm all for letting some things go, but they're changing play here a bit. He'll swipe it across for Armstrong. Did he plays the Gulls set thing? Penguins complete a line change. Ofter. Now Real. Real across for Armstrong. Armstrong Tries to tap it up and by. He controlled and put in behind a little dump and chase action. When the chasers jack reel, you're often going to win that. Filiaggi off the bench, dislodges the puck, but it's gloved out of the air, and back come the Gulls, a potential 3-on-2. Harris's back check makes it 3-on-3, and the Pens defense struggled to pick up anybody in front again. Star was there. Pens got to grab sticks, get them up in the air on these rushes. Philly Hockey Club is great working it down low and finding open guys in front. That's coming at 5:30 tonight, so Real pop it. Offensive zone. Rolled in the corner by Filiaggi. Body position by Long Island as a battle. Down low. Boarded by Parrish, but won by the Gulls. Up the wall for Star, off the glove of Harris. And it'll give me a hand pass here.
I'm on the hunt right now at the restaurant, talking of perks of the road and checking out other cities, spending time together with families. Of course, an absolute banger of a football game last night. Chaotic when we came out. Jumbotron at this high school, absolute insane. Get to the restaurant post game and it's on the TV.
Yeah.
And it was something else. And then the visiting team, I believe, staying at our hotel. So we're talking.
No, I think I was Hillsdale
Was that
College.
I don't know what that was. We're talking 65.
Actually got to be part of the stretching and meditation program when the dads were having beverages downstairs. And the team rolls in, like, we're going to do some stretching. We're like, do you want us to leave? They're like, no, you're fine. So we were chatting it up with the boys.
Well, it's all
Hillsdale
monster
College from
kids.
Michigan.
Yeah, they're all monster. I came in the lobby. There's like, I couldn't even walk through there. They all look the same. They're all huge. They're all jacked.
Great young men, nice coaches.
3 buses pulled up. I saw 3 buses.
Well, the Pens are going to
I think
travel.
we had 2 biker gangs at our hotel.
2 biker
also.
gangs, a hockey team, a football team.
It was a chaotic.
America is the melting pot. With 3 minutes left, we still haven't hit Filiaggi with the puck, so that'll be a goal for the
like the Big Mac challenge at the Pens games.
Remember the chili goal? You might not remember the. Hey, you've had to have heard about the chili.
I don't know. What was it? You have to.
Like back in the Lemieux days, if the Penguins scored, I think it was 7 goals, got a free chili from Wendy's. Game ticket.
How good is that?
So when they would get to 6 goals, the whole arena is chanting chili, chili, chili. It was so great. The chili goal. I think it was 7 goals. Was the number. And back in those days, I mean, with Lemieux, he had 7 by himself at times.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. Those
Surprised
were
they
some
didn't
days.
call him Mr. Chili instead of Le Magnifique, but
Mr. Chili's more my nickname than the greatest player of all time. But
uh-oh. Put it out.
We're spinning with it. Ends forwards out at center. Ball's forecheck disrupts for a bit, but Real speed negates a lot of that as he drives in. He'll shoot one short side that's stopped and held. Evans. Tries to go college control by the Gulls. Back out to center. Offside. I want to remind you you're watching. Oh, one more game this weekend, 5:30. Up to you here on your favorite near. Talk about Le Magnifique, best hockey broadcast in the galaxy. Cameraman Chris Merlot back behind the camera. And Bobby Starr splitting Duke hat for throughout this season. Got producer Nick Parrish is Steele almost just gave one to Phil or to Evans on the pitch. Wiped away. Colby Armstrong with the color commentating. Nick Paris on the broadcast truck producing, and play-by-play by Jeremy Evans. Happy to have you here. 37 of you still with us an hour into this broadcast. We love each. Again, if you want to advertise in.
Yeah, we got to get some advertising.
Add some.
Oh,
Oh, almost a tap in for the Gulls. Then the stick of Alfterhide getting in the way. The point, working down the wall. Real will pop it free. He can't get it out of the zone though. Shot in on Clutter. He'll put it to the corner. That's good rebound control by the Penguin goal. As a goalie, that is something they spend a lot of good time on. Rolling those rebounds, putting on deep. Alfterhide will get it to Armstrong, and we're going to hear a horn here. That'll indicate the end of the game as the Penguins come away with an 8 victory. Go back and working some out. Really good at times, a little sloppy at others. We'll be back at 5:30 today. I know you're out there looking for the
and we will take
breakfast
on an
joint.
undefeated team, I believe, this weekend. Have they lost yet?
Not lost. No
Not
Philly
lost.
Hockey Club. They defeated the team that took down the Pens yesterday earlier. Good one tonight. Join us 5:30.
Bye.
And thanks for tuning in.